This busy night has already started with a Woj bomb. We've got a trade. Breaking news coming in. Daryl Morey's wasted no time putting his fingerprints on the Sixers roster. The new Philly GM traded Al Horford and his big contract, along with a 2025 first-round pick and a second-round pick, 34th overall, to the Thunder for Danny Green and Terrence Ferguson, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. And there are a lot of things to break down here when you look at this trade, because last offseason, the Sixers made the big storylines, the headlines, by bringing in Horford. Let's bring in Woj right now. Why did the Sixers decide to make this move tonight?
Kevin, brings them back some athleticism, some scoring. Certainly Danny Green, shooting guard who came in to the Thunder from the Lakers. Terrence Ferguson, a young wing. And they get off the remaining 3 years of Al Horford's significant free agent contract. And for the Sixers, this is a chance now, to kind of keep reshaping the pieces around Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. And for the Thunder, that makes 17 future first-round picks. They are in position, and tonight, 3 picks in the first and among the top 34.
Yeah, Sam Presti's going to just toss to himself as the draft continues in the next couple of years on draft night here. So what's next here for Daryl Morey and Philly? When they clear up some of this room, they still save some money, a ton of money next year and the following year. What does this now mean for the roster moves, especially with all the rumors of James Harden?
Well, listen, they're in a position now where they have committed, certainly in the short term, of building around Embiid, building around Simmons. And Doc Rivers starting to shape a roster that he wants to play with a style he wants to play. And listen, the Sixers, it is unclear whether they're going to be big game hunting in this offseason. It feels right now like they're going to continue to keep trying to find complementary pieces around their 2 franchise players.
That big game hunting, that was a very famous line last offseason in Philadelphia. We'll see how this plays out. By the way, the busiest thing throughout the entire draft night here at ESPN, Woj's phone. He will let us know and keep us up to date on pending moves and trades. Sage, to you.
Yeah, have that battery charger ready, please, Woj. Here are the details of the trade that Woj just reported. The Sixers, again, adding shooting and Danny Green, while the Thunder continued to add to their treasure chest. Do they ever? In addition to Al Horford, the Thunder get another first-round pick. That gives them 17 first-round picks through the 2026 draft. And that way, the rich are certainly getting richer. Stephen A. Smith joins us now live here on SportsCenter. Again, this broke within the last 30 minutes. Stephen A., your reaction to the Horford deal is what?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind is, first of all, congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers, because Al Horford was not the player that he used to be. And as a result, being owed $81 million over the next 3 seasons guaranteed, you certainly wanted to get out from under that. More importantly than that, though, is the fact that it puts you in a position to really, really go after James Harden if you so choose. Now, we all have heard that he wants to be in Brooklyn. That is his preferred destination. But remember, he played under Daryl Morey for years. They've got a damn good relationship. I've seen it personally. We know what Daryl Morey stands for. He's always in a win-now mode. Clearly, he's not trying to concede the Eastern Conference to Milwaukee, Miami, Boston, Brooklyn, or anybody else. And if you're talking about putting James Harden with the 25-year-old Joel Embiid in the post, you can do some things. Now, obviously, it's going to take a lot to get your hands on James Harden. Ben Simmons would be a way to start, because obviously he's a stud. He can ball. He can't shoot worth a damn. But outside of that, he can do literally everything else on the basketball court for you. So if you're the Houston Rockets and you're thinking about having a future star, and you don't necessarily want to capitulate to the demands of James Harden in Brooklyn in a big 3 scenario with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, you could say the Philadelphia 76ers are giving us more assets than Brooklyn. But also keep in mind the X factor. Tillman Fertitta is not exactly anxious to do Daryl Morey any favors. It's not a truculent relationship or anything like that. I'm just saying the man used to work for him, got up and left, and a week later, he's the president of basketball operations for the Philadelphia 76ers. So if you're Tillman Fertitta, how anxious are you to help Daryl Morey achieve whatever level of success he aspires for? All of that are interesting components to this particular story.
In the meantime, Sam Presti's staying very busy out in Oklahoma City. Chris Paul now on to Phoenix, but he's brought Horford in. And again, all these picks, he's compiling 3 picks in the top 34 tonight. That number 34 as well as 25 and 28.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.